Hello, happy Sunday. Welcome in. How are y'all doing? I hope y'all had a good day. Maybe you got the word in today. I got the word in like 3 times today. I watched one sermon 2 times and watched a different sermon. Listen, when you need it, you need it, okay? Ain't no need in fighting it. When you need it, you need it. And ain't no need in complaining about it, at least not to man anyway. Go ahead on and give it to God. So we are dealing with a suspension of U.S. packages. Okay, so you have a limited amount of time before, if you're needing to order something, and this won't be long term. So I'm not trying to put this no fear out there. This won't be long term, but this will be until there's a better understanding of how they're supposed to do the de minimis tariff that will hit August 29th. I told y'all August was the month to watch. First it was the 8th and whatever. So hey y'all, welcome in. Squirrely Girl, Tina, Wonder Woman, Tim, Lizzie Cub, Carolyn. How are y'all doing today? I hope y'all had a great weekend. I had my grandkids. I only had them for one day, but child, it feels like I had them for longer, but it was one day. And they didn't wear me out, but I decided I was going to go into the garden because y'all never went back into the garden. So I still got the other half of the garden I got to do. And I gave it a good 35, 40 minutes. And that's all I could give it today. That's all I could give it. Then I came in here and then I saw this. I'm like, okay, let's go live. Let's talk about this. What's going on with the U.S. Postal Service, and not just the U.S. Postal, but DHL, etc. A lot of people they have a misunderstanding or miscommunication. They don't understand what's up with the tariff, how it's going to go down. So they are saying if you have something that you need to ship, and I'll get into the story, but if you have something you need to ship, you need to, well, if you want to order something and you want it shipped in, you need to do that before Tuesday because they're going to suspend it. And I think a few of them already have as of the 23rd, which was what, yesterday? Because today my husband's birthday, 24th. Hey, Nicole, how are you? Hey, making it make sense. Hey, the prepper revelator, how are you? Alma Amazar. Hey, Suzanne. Hey, Debbie, Diane, all y'all in the house. Thank you for coming in. Please, all 134 of y'all, please hit that like button, please. Let's get into the story, and then we're going to go over and watch a couple of TikToks of other people talking about it. So here's what's going on. European Postal Services suspend shipment of packages to the U.S. over import tariffs. Now, I'm going to say up front, these are concerning goods, not just regular mail, okay? Not just regular mail. These are regular mail should still be flowing. Anything that is a goods, you won't be getting it, most likely. So the end of the exemption on tariff duties for low-value packages coming into the United States is causing multiple international postal, let me make sure y'all are seeing this, yeah, postal services to pause shipping as they await more clarity on the rule. Like I said, this won't be long-term, so this is no need to panic, but if there is something that you are definitely in need of getting, you might want to go ahead and get it because I don't know how long it's going to last. The exemption is known as the de minimis exemption, allows packages worth less than $800 to come into the U.S. duty-free, meaning, no tax on it. So a total of 1.36 billion packages were sent in 2024 under this same exemption for goods worth 64.6 billion. And so with Trump putting the tariffs there, because he's like, we should be getting the money, which, I understand. We should be getting the money. It is set to expire on Friday. On Saturday, postal services around Europe yesterday announced that they are suspending the shipment of many packages to the United States amid confusion over new import tariffs. Now, I don't think this story tells me about it, but when I went over to TikTok, they're talking about how Hong Kong is saying the same thing, that they're going to also suspend, Germany as well. So postal services in Germany, Denmark, Sweden, and Italy said they will stop shipping most merchandise to the U.S. effective immediately. France and Australia will follow on Monday. The UK's Royal Mail said it would halt shipments to the U.S. on Tuesday to allow time for those packages to arrive before duties kick in. Items originating in the United Kingdom worth over $100, including gifts to your friends and family, will incur that 10% duty. So that's an extra fee that you will have to pay. Key questions remain unresolved, they say, particularly regarding how and by whom customs duties will be collected in the future, what additional data will be required, and how that data transmission to the U.S. Customs Border Protection will be carried out. DHL, the largest shipping provider in Europe, said in a statement. The company said starting Saturday, the 23rd, it will no longer be able to accept and transport parcels and postal items containing goods from business customers destined for the United States. Yeah. A trade framework agreed on by the U.S. and the European Union last month set a 15% tariff on the vast majority of products shipped from the EU. Packages under $800 will now also be subject to that tariff. The U.S. duty-free exemption for goods originating from China ended in May as part of the Trump administration's efforts to curb American shoppers from ordering low-value Chinese goods. The exemption is being extended to shipments around the world. Well, shipments from around the world. Many European postal services say they are pausing deliveries now because they cannot guarantee the goods will enter the U.S. before August 29th. And y'all, we at the end of the month. This year's almost up. They were talking about what kind of goods are covered by the new rules and the lack of time to process those goods, basically. PostNord, the Nordic logistics company, and Italy's postal service announced similar suspensions effective on Saturday, the 23rd of August, 2025. In the absence of different instructions from U.S. authorities, sorry, I was listening to Gracie. Italian will be forced, like other European postal operators, to temporarily suspend acceptance of all shipments containing goods destined for the United States starting August 23rd. Mail shipments not containing merchandise will continue to be accepted. Again, mail shipments not containing merchandise will continue to be accepted. Now, this is the Post Italian, not the DHL. So I don't know about DHL with the regular mail and all that other stuff, but anything that's a goods, you're probably not going to get it after a certain date. Shipping by services such as DHL Express remains possible. Bjorn, the head of PostNord's group brand and communication, said the pause was unfortunate but necessary to ensure full compliance of the newly implemented rules. In the Netherlands, PostNL spokesperson said the Trump administration is pressing ahead with the new duties despite U.S. authorities lacking a system to collect them. He said that PostNL is working closely with its U.S. counterparts to find a solution. So they're working on it to come up with a way so they can keep the mail going. But right now they are suspending until further notice. They say, if you have something to send, this is what they told the Associated Press. If you have something to send to America, you should do it today. And that was Austrian Post, Austria's leading logistics and postal service provider, stated that the last acceptance of commercial shipments to the U.S., including Puerto Rico, will take place on Tuesday. So 2 more days. France's National Postal Service said the U.S. did not provide full details or allow enough time for the French Postal Service to prepare a new customs procedure. Despite discussions with U.S. Customs Service, no time was provided to postal operators to reorganize and assure the necessary computer updates to conform to the new rules. So Post Europe, an association of 51 European public postal operators, said that if no solution can be found by August 29th, all its members will likely follow suit. That is what's happening. So let's check out a couple of TikToks and see what y'all think about it. What's he saying?
In a new statement, they say that the United States is being unreasonable, bullying, and is imposing tariffs abusively. Here's the press release just posted. It says Hong Kong Post suspends the Postal Service for items containing goods to the U.S. The government in the United States announced earlier it would eliminate duty-free de minimis treatment for postal items dispatched from Hong Kong to the U.S. and increase the tariffs for postal items containing goods to the U.S. starting from May 2nd. The U.S. is unreasonable, bullying, and imposing tariffs abusively. Hong Kong Post will definitely not collect any so-called tariffs on behalf of the U.S. and will suspend the acceptance of postal items containing goods destined to the U.S. Regarding the surface mail, due to the longer shipping time, Hong Kong Post will suspend the acceptance of surface postal items containing goods destined to the U.S. with immediate effect April 16th, where senders have posted surface postal items containing goods that have not yet.
We have some big news tonight. We have some big news right now.
DHL Express is suspending deliveries to the U.S. worth more than $800, 603 pounds, because of a significant increase in red tape at customs following the introduction of Donald Trump's new tariff regime. The delivery giant said it will temporarily stop
company said it is a response to new U.S. customs and shipping regulations, but DHL will continue to ship items that are gifts to individuals. I don't know how they know which ones are which.
Right.
With a value less than $100. Several other European companies have made similar changes because of looming U.S. customs duties. President Trump's tariff.
Hey, everybody.
So France is suspending all packages to the US until further notice. I just got back from the post office and I saw this notice when I was there, and it seems that all packages are being suspended unless it's a gift and it's valued under 80 euros. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to create more digital products and services and designs that can be printed in the US and things like that. But yeah, it's not looking good, friends, at least for the foreseeable future. Much love to my friends in the US and my friends in Europe and France who are small business owners. Thinking of you. Pretty frustrating time, but we'll get through it. We're going to stay positive.
What does that mean for people who get medication through the mail like that? Like, will they send that through or no? That's considered a good too, right? Where is this going? And how long is it going to last?
Did you read the news recently?
President Trump's tariff.
I will take the ring tomorrow.
The global mail stream just hit pause.
Hold on to your hats. European.
Could your online shopping be disrupted? Multiple European postal services have halted shipments to the U.S. due to confusion over new Trump-era tariffs set to begin August 29th. Furthermore, these services are struggling to adapt to the new rules, citing a lack of clarity and time to implement necessary changes. However, some express services like DHL Express remain unaffected. Meanwhile, negotiations are ongoing, but if no solution...
He must have did. He is at the DHL came out and said it will be affected. So... yeah, that's what's happening. Hey, y'all. Hey, Martin, how are you? Hey, Cowgirl. Hey, Timony. Oh, most definitely. It's going to hurt small business. Everything that's going on right now is going to hurt small businesses because that they don't have that buffer that these larger companies have. Hey, Patricia. Forced to buy American goods at high prices. It's gonna be high because even if it's made in America, it doesn't mean that the assembly of it, you know what I'm saying, that they're shipping parts in from other countries. So yeah, we're going to eat that fee regardless, one way or the other. But hopefully they'll get it together because it's a lot of people that get medication through the mail. I know I have family members that get medication through the mail. Diane said, I'm not clear on this. With Shein, Temu, and hair companies. Well, on the 29th, well, hopefully everything will be back up and going. Most of those companies, though, I did a report on Temu and Shein. I don't know about anybody else, but most of them have been doing warehouses that they already have in the United States to kind of skirt the system of paying the tariff for those duties. So if they have it and it's in the US, they have been still pushing things out. That's how they've been doing it. But yeah, I did a video on that a while back. Let's see, come down. That's what I'm thinking. I can't really see. I'm trying to see without my glasses. Let's see, there we go. Got your yearly necessities. I hear that. So nothing from China to big corporations too. China has their own. China is in their own lane when it comes to the U.S. Their tariffs have been higher than other countries because there's something going on there, something deeper going on there. So yeah, but China has their own thing. We just have to wait and see what everybody was looking at, and even me looking at the ships in the sea, in the Red Sea, and everything that's going on with that and being attacked, and maybe surplus not coming in, but that's kind of lightened up again. You haven't really heard anything about anything happening. I have a feeling, though, hopefully not, but I have a feeling that closer to the time that everybody is ordering stuff, Christmas time, November, October, that area, something is going to happen in that area as far as the Red Sea is concerned, with ships being attacked and us getting our goods in. But what we weren't really paying attention to, at least I did, and then I forgot all about it, honestly, because there's so much happening. I forgot all about it. But I did talk about the tariffs in the mail and all that other stuff. But all these different deadlines, like it was like 2 or 3 different deadlines in August, more deadlines in April, May. I'm like, I can't keep up either. Like someone else said, I cannot keep up. Ren says, I'm glad I got a bunch of my UKT and other necessities for me. I don't do a lot of ordering, but I mean, I don't really pay attention to where it's coming from, honestly, when I do order. I know my daughter does a lot of ordering, but I think I'm more concerned about people who, yeah, we want our goods, but I definitely don't want people to not be able to receive their medication if they're getting it by mail and it's coming in through one of these services. Yeah, and the reason, well, the thing with the $800 or less is because so much stuff comes into the US it was really impossible for them to keep track of everything that was coming in. So that was one way, honestly, to just bypass not, managing that area. But now that they have it, or it's about to set in on Friday, do they have everything in place? And like these countries are saying, where they make the payment to is not even in place. So they need more clarity on that. What are they doing? And they need to fix their systems, their computers, and how they're going to tax things when people are sending. So it's a lot in the air, but I wanted to let y'all know, in case you're expecting a package or you need to order a package, go ahead and get it ordered before Tuesday, because I don't know where it's going to go as far as now the U.S. Postal Service. They already have their own issues, so I don't know where this is going to go. So if you're expecting or need to, go ahead and get it done. So I'm going to leave y'all here with that, and feel free to share the video out. Thank y'all for coming in. Hit that like button, and leave your comments afterwards of, what you're doing to get yourself together for preparedness and things of that nature, because we have a couple more storms out there. I see. I haven't really gotten into the news because, like I said, I had my grandkids, so I wasn't cartoons. So I haven't really been watching any news or even going on the computer. So if you have a story, you want me to maybe touch on that story, if it fits in, send it to my email. Email is down in the description, and I will see if I can get to that story. I have a few people that do send me stuff that I didn't see, and sometimes I can get to it and sometimes I can't, but I do appreciate any, tips or whatever about something breaking or whatever. So y'all take care, stay safe, and keep your head on a swivel, okay? Keep your head on a swivel and stay prayed up. Pray, plan, and prep. That's all you can do. You can't worry about none of this stuff that's going on. You just need to know it's happening and move on with your life and live your life. But don't stress over it, okay? So y'all, bye. Thanks for coming in.